How do you feel about women working inside a correctional facility? Years ago, you didn't see many women on the compound. Now it's very common to see women all over the compound. In fact, some institutions has more women than they got men running the compounds. Put your comment below what you think about how you feel women as correctional officers in the comments below. Now, when it comes to corrections, correction doesn't care if you're a man or a woman. The job will test you all the same, but the truth is female correctional officers face a unique set of challenges that many of us men will never fully experience. Now, over the years, I have worked alongside some of the toughest, most capable women I've ever met. I've also watched them face struggles that most of the public and even some of their coworkers would never understand. Now, it's respect earned, not given. I'll be honest, in the early days of my career, some male officers doubted whether women belonged in corrections. Now, I've heard the whispers in the break room, the offhand comments about the weak link, but I also saw those women who walk into the dormitory and control hundreds of inmates with nothing but their voice and presence and earn the respect in a way that shuts everyone up real quick. Now, still, the fact that they had to work twice as hard just to prove they deserve that uniform, that's just stress that men don't carry the same way. One female officer, I just won't forget to call her Officer J, confided in me one day after shift that she has been harassed by an inmate who wouldn't just stop making crude comments. Now, when she reported it, the male coworker brushed it off. That's just prison talk, toughen up. But it wasn't just prison talk. It was targeted, relentless, and exhausting. It wore her down. And to make it worse, she didn't even feel supported by her peers. This kind of doubt burdens female officers. They carry this often, stress from the inmates and sometimes dismissal from their own team. Now, higher risk, heavier loads, the research backs up that I've seen firsthand. Female COs are at high risk of sexual harassment and assault by inmates. Women are also more likely to develop the PTSD after traumatic incidents compared to men. Many juggle family responsibilities at home, balancing being a mother and a caregiver with surviving 12 to 16-hour shifts. That's difficult in itself. I've seen women come off the shift, breaking up fights, then had to go home and cook dinner to help out with homework. That's double duty, takes a heavy toll. The burden of proving itself. And a lot of women I've worked with felt like they had to constantly prove that they could handle themselves. That's asking to help would be seen as a weakness. And I see where they come from. I've watched female officers hesitate to call for backup because they didn't want to be judged. The hesitation puts them at greater risk and is fueled by a culture that sometimes fails to support them in a way it should. Now, what female CEOs has taught me, I'll say this without hesitation. Some of the best officers I've worked with were women and are women. They taught me that the present communication and professionalism can control a dorm better than brute force will ever will. They taught me the value of empathy and patience, skills that don't always get enough credit in this job. Now, how can we do better? Now, if we're serious about supporting female correctional officers, here's what we need to do to happen. Zero tolerance on harassments, inmates and staff alike. It can't just be words on paper. It has to be endorsed. Peer support. Male officers need to step up. And if you see a coworker being targeted, don't stay silent. Now, step in, help them out. It's not weakness. Training and awareness. Supervisors need to be educated on the unique challenges women face in this environment. Work-life balance that supports flexible schedules and a family resource matter, especially for those juggling with child care and children. Now, mental health resources, accessibility, counseling tailored to the realities women face in the field. That's just things that could happen. Now, if you're a female officer, what challenges have you faced that male coworkers might not understand? Put a comment below. Now, if you're a male officer, are you truly supporting your female peers? Are you unintentionally adding to their stress? What changes could your facility make today that would make the workplace safer and more supportive for the women officers? Female correctional officers walk the same tears we do, face the same dangers, and carries the same burdens more often. They deserve respect, support, and recognition not the extra obstacles. Now, if you worked alongside of them, you know they bring strength, resilience, and skills that makes the whole team better. The bottom line is we can't afford to let gender bias, harassment, and lack of support push good officers out of this profession. If corrections is going to survive, it's going to have to be a place that everyone, men and women, have the tools and respect they need to do this job and make it safe. Once again, I'm Carey Randall here with Beyond the Badge, Inside the Bars. If you like the content I bring to you, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it, and let's grow it and make it a more of a happy place and learning environment for me and you for the correctional fields. If you got a topic you want to talk about, give a message. Send it out to me. I'd be glad to cover it and talk to you about it. And once again, Carey Randall Inside the Bars, and God bless, and thank you for watching.